So, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. The hyper in HTML stands for references, links, or hyperlinks. You go to a web page and then you can navigate across the page by clicking links, references that take you to other pages. You go to a home page, you have a link that takes you to about us page. So the links and then the references to those other web pages or other pages is the hyper of HTML. The next is the text, which is generally the data or the information that is generally presented to the user. So, for example, you have a Facebook account, you go to Facebook, and the data that is shown, the information that is shown, the post and stuff that you see is the data and information that is displayed. So that's the text portion of HTML. The markup is generally the structure, the predefined or the markup of the or the the way the page is designed or structured, right? So that is what we define as the markup, right? And then the last one is the language, which is just communication. It's a way uh, of presenting information uh, and relaying information from one entity to the next. So HTML is it's a language, right, that we use to represent the way a web page should look. So this is a simple structure of HTML. And you can see, for example, on the right, this is a simple web page that I just picked up of the internet. And you can see that it's been structured to have a header up right up here with a lot of links to other pages, I guess. And you can see it has sections right down here. And it has, so this is generally the body of your web page. And you can basically just design it any way you want, right? The header is where the title is. So if you look at the top of your web page, you always have a title. So that's where you're going to put your title. But as you can see, the design of this is all in the body of your HTML. You can have different designs. This is a design that has a header section. You have some navigation links at the top and a sidebar, a content, and a footer, right? So this is another design that you can have. This is pretty much a little bit similar to the previous one. It has the header, the left nav, and the main body, as I suppose, and a lot of article sections, right? And then you have your footer down there, and then you can have all the sections, asides, and stuff. So this is just to show you that we can have various uh, structures of your HTML depending on how you want to relay your information, right? If you look, the way HTML is, it uses tags and attributes to mark up the web page. So when we talk about a tag, we're talking about uh, this, for example, this P that is enclosed by greater than and less than symbols is what we call a tag. So this is an opening tag, and then it's for a P is for the paragraph, and then you can have your paragraph content in there, and then you can close it with uh, a slash P, and then you can close it with greater than and lesser than symbols, right? So this is an example of the tags that we are talking about. If you look at the broader uh, scope here, you can see that the HTML is still is your main HTML structure, and it's being closed down here by a closing HTML. So that's the scope of your HTML, and you can see the head similar, right? This is the begin and this is the end, right? And you can put whatever content for the head right in there. The body is the same. You can have close end body, and then you can have a however you want. You have your headers and your paragraphs, and you can structure it any way you want. We'll be looking in depth into how to do this and a lot more functionality in the next class. But this is just a sample of how HTML structures can look like. So, HTML documents are generally like files, just in the same way as we have like uh, documents for Word and all that, right? But with HTML, it has a .html or a .htm extension, uh, and you can view such documents using web browsers like what we have, like the Chromes and then the Mozillas and Internet Explorers, whichever one that you have. So what the browser does is it has the ability to read these HTML files and renders the content to the user. The average web uh, site might have a lot of web pages or HTML pages, right? We have like the home page, about us page, contact page, and all you do is just navigate to those pages and it renders those HTML content to the user. So this is just giving you a basic description of HTML. We'll be looking at more in-depth HTML in the later section. The next thing we're going to look at is the role CSS plays in the grand scheme of things, and what does it really do uh, in the web page or in the website. So stay tuned. Join me in the next lesson, and we will talk about that. Thank you. Bye bye.